Right, today I'm going to make a really easy beef curry in the slow cooker. It's really not much to this, but it's supposed to be nice. So I've got a couple of onions that I've just dropped everywhere that I've sliced. Don't want the oil too hot, as you can hear it is too hot. Oh, and I'm doing a few videos today, which is why I've got this number 1 on. Each video can have a different number so that when my husband sees them on the phone, he knows which is which, because they all sort of go in different orders, and he gets into a bit of a mess with it if I'm not wearing different clothes. So yeah, 2 onions and a big fat clove of garlic. Just going to cook that for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to add, went to Lidl today, and look how nice that diced beef is. There's no fat on that at all. So it's less than 5% fat beef, and there's 7.5 grams in there, 700 grams, so I think that's 1.5 pounds, which is what the recipe needs. So it's going to be a piece of cake, so I've just got to tip that in once they've been cooking for a couple of minutes. Then I'll brown that off, and then I'll come back to you. So that once that's done and the beef's in the crock pot, there's really not that much to do, but it should be a good recipe. I got up early today. I've done loads of food shopping. I've been to Lidl. I got all the half price weekend offers. So I'll show you what I got. The old diced chicken breast it's just over £1, £1.29 I think it is. So I got my maximum 6 packs of that. Got my 3 pheasants for 59p. And I also got a bargain on my mushrooms as well. And I got something really good for my daughter as well, advent calendar wise, which I'm quite excited about. But that's still in the boot of the car. I also got some big flat mushrooms as well for like 59p, and some leeks. So I'm going to have a little play on Google later to see what recipes I can find to use up all my bargains. So I shall cook that for another minute, add my beef, brown that off, and then I'll come back to you. I fried off my steak, browned it off. Boy, there's loads of water that come out of that, and I've got my onions in there as well. And when I said this recipe is easy, it's so easy. So pop that in my slow cooker. Now I'm going to put 1.5 teaspoons of hot chilli powder, so it'll have a bit of bite to it, this curry. I've got a teaspoon of sweetener. I've got 4 cardamom pods, a teaspoon of salt, got 3 bay leaves, pop those in there. Looks like a dog chew, but it's obviously a cinnamon stick. And 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. I didn't have ground cloves, so I just got the normal cloves and just took out the ball thing and then made from that. And then you want 1.5 tablespoons, cups even, of fat-free yoghurt. So I left all the beef juices in the pan as well, because obviously that's gonna throw away that flavour. And it's as simple as bringing that to the boil. I'm going to pour that over my beef, and then I'm going to cook that on high for 5 hours or low for 10. My slow cooker is a bit rubbish at cooking at low. I'm sure it doesn't cook at all, so I always cook everything on high. So 5 hours at least, and then I'll come back to you as I'm serving up. Hiya, I got caught out in the rain at the retail park. It was like a blizzard, windy, awful. But at least I've come back and haven't had to cook dinner. So with my beef curry, I came back about an hour or so ago, and it looked a little bit like it curdled, which I've googled, and obviously, and apparently fat-free yoghurt, oh god, look an absolute mess. Fat-free yoghurt curdles a lot easier than regular full-fat yoghurt. It says don't heat it too high, which is going to be a bit hard because it's in the slow cooker, because obviously it's going to heat too high. Or you can add a little bit, stir a little bit of flour into it before you start cooking, which on obviously you then need to thin. But I just stirred like 3 tablespoons of tomato puree in it, and I also then left the lid off it so it went thicker. It was quite thick anyway, and my husband's tasted it. He said it's pretty spicy and it's pretty good. So here is my simple beef curry. Obviously take the bay leaves out and the cardamom pods if you can find them. I won't bother trying to look for those. And I'm just serving mine with brown rice. So if you've got a bit of coriander, you want to be posh, pop that on there. But if not, that's good to go as it is. Like I said, what a simple curry. As I say, my husband's given it the thumbs up and said it's good. And I definitely recommend get yourself down to Lidl for that beef, because it's so easy. It's just chopped into the right size. It's only 5% fat, so you haven't got a faff about chopping bits of fat off the Tesco's or Sainsbury's one. And I'll see you back for another video tomorrow.